To many, the word politician has many negative connotations. But I refuse to conduct myself in a manner that is not truly for the people of Edmonton. I wish to be a public servant with no desire for fancy title or reverence. You are my boss, and I am accountable to you. This is the way our democracy was intended to be, and this is the way it will be again. Here is my plan to make it happen. I will bring new ideas to the table that are both viable and cost-effective. I will put forward an aggressive, extremely cost-effective, and very, very realistic plan to eliminate homelessness in 3 years. My plan is a simple solution that will use existing infrastructure and government programs to motivate real estate investors to create the housing needed to bring people in from the streets and give them back their dignity. I have already proven this can work by utilizing my own properties. I will abolish photo radar traps in Edmonton and replace them with real traffic enforcement. Photo radar is not necessary and is hated by many Edmontonians and shows no tangible effect on reducing traffic violations. In short, it doesn't work. What we need is real traffic enforcement with a human face, an instant consequence. Our neighbors to the west of British Columbia have already taken steps in this direction to great effect. We need to address this as well in our great city. I will create a dynamic community involvement utilizing a simple but effective system that comes at an extremely low cost. Edmontonians' voices will not just be heard one day out of every 3 years. Instead, the citizens will have a direct line to council and the mayor on a daily basis. I have a plan that will make this happen. I will reduce crime in every neighborhood with integrated law enforcement so that every community will feel empowered and familiar with their constables. I will take on the issue of crime reduction head on by establishing an integrated and forward-thinking community policing initiative that will be the example for other large cities in Canada. I will revisit regulation for family day homes, allowing more day home options in our community. As a parent myself, I am acutely aware of the challenges of finding suitable and sustainable daycare. I will be an advocate for practical life skills and physical fitness to be more incorporated in our school systems. I will lobby manufacturers, research and developers to take a real hard look at Edmonton as a place to establish their business, specifically targeting green product manufacturers. To the ladies and gentlemen here tonight from the Kingsway Business Association, I will support the sustainability of the downtown municipal airport as I believe it is integral to sustaining the business and attracting new business to the city. This is a vital part of this city and adds a capability and convenience for industry that we cannot ignore. I will not only sustain the airport, but I will also put effort in revitalizing its functionality and so that Edmontonians can get the full benefit that it can offer. I will champion this initiative. I will support a downtown arena. I will support a downtown arena that will not cost taxpayers a cent through increased property taxes or any other veiled term for that matter, such as the neighborhood improvement levy. And I will only support initiatives such as the Indy or Expo 2017 bid if there's a viable model put forward that will ensure profitability and hold the backers accountable. I will lead the way in revitalizing Edmonton, utilizing several small-scale, cost-effective initiatives, as I believe revitalization does not start from the top down, but rather the bottom up. I will implement a small business coalition so that their concerns have a I will implement a small business coalition so that their concerns have a direct link to council and directly to the mayor as well. I will work with communities and developers to put the community back in a community with the intent to phase out the appearance of urban sprawl. And I will not, under any circumstance, be an advocate for tax increases during my first term. The next two issues are very dear to my heart as well. I will create a City of Edmonton $5,000 tuition rebate program. I will take this measure to keep Edmonton's best and brightest right here at home, contributing to our city's prosperity through an innovative tuition rebate program for our city grads. And last but not least, I will stand up and implement the Little Eddies. We are all Edmontonians, and our children, our young ones, are Eddies, little Eddies. And I will leave no Eddie behind. It'll be based on the motto that myself and Constable Fedorovich stood up 3 years ago. The program was entitled The Bomb Squad, and to the grads of the Bomb Squad, I'm very proud to have you here today. Thank you for your support. It will be my mission to lead this great city to a level where we have set new standards and heights that as such, cities will be inspired to attain our successes. This will be achieved by teamwork and innovation from not just a few, but the majority. I wish to pass this message in closing. To the men and women who serve in healthcare, emergency services, teachers, bus drivers, and every other industry that serves the community, you will have a true supporter in City Hall. To the proud soldiers of Edmonton, I will do my best to make you proud. To the senior NCOs and senior officers that I've had the privilege to serve under over the years, I will do my best to honor you by bringing forward all the lessons that you have taught me. To my family, I thank you for your support. And to my fellow Edmontonians, I thank you for the passion and desire to make Edmonton the great capital city we know it can be. Edmonton, it's time to come together. It's time our voices are heard. On October 18th, we will stand up together. It's time. Thank you very much.
It's always good to see somebody stand up and choose to lead. Sometimes that's lacking. One of the great things with Daryl is that he is a leader. That's why I came on this mission, I guess is a good way to put it, was because he's willing to do the things he says he's going to do. Unfortunately, in politics, that's something that's lacking sometimes. So he knows he's got my support. And the support of these folks here, and hopefully your support as well. But I hope you take this message forward and tell people about Daryl's campaign. Tell him what he stands for. Visit his website regularly. It's always going to be updated with new information on YouTube videos, talking to Edmontonians. So the one thing I know about this man is he's willing to get out and talk to people. And if 75% of people haven't met Mr. Daryl Bonar by the end of his first term, then I'll be amazed, because this guy loves talking to Edmontonians. So let's stand behind him. Let's get excited about this campaign. Let's get excited about the fact that there's a leader who's willing to do what it needs to be done here in Edmonton, and a leader who's willing to listen. Before we finish this evening, I'd also like to let everyone know that if you'd like to make a campaign donation, you can do so on Daryl's website, and or you can even do so here. I mean, Mr. Crocker at the end is the man who's in charge of that kind of stuff, so that Daryl can keep this campaign going strong. Daryl will also be sticking around to answer some questions. He loves talking to people. He loves answering questions. He loves, getting new perspectives on things. So feel free to approach him at the end of this evening and have a chat with him. So that's it. This is the point where we step off. We move forward into the next 5 months. So look forward to seeing a lot of these faces again, and I look forward to seeing this man raising his hands in victory at the end. Thank you very much for coming.